Let's get into some more exciting stuff. So Richard Hart, he's been feeling himself lately, or whoever is running the Richard Hart Twitter account. We have
It's him.
seen, yeah, I know, I was just messing with you, but we have seen some crazy tweets, all pretty much centered around the same stuff. But since I believe it was about Friday the 13th last week, lots of really good stuff. The first one, he was basically just calling everybody out, and this is the reason for our pinned tweet tonight as well. But for not taking the time to fill out the IRS and the SEC proposals, just to submit your comments. He and many other people, to their credit, have provided tons of resources for an example of comments that they have submitted to both of these things. You can run it through AI. I have been using that Bing chat one. I think I've been using it for other stuff too. I think it's awesome.
Yeah.
But you can really get it. I saw, Briz, if you're still here, I saw your tweet today asking it to write it as somebody with a 60 IQ or something like that. I actually thought you wrote it. Like, I thought it was like you were trolling or something. But yeah, I guess AI actually ran it through if you were a dum-dum. Actually, honestly, it sounded okay, other than like the greeting of like, hey, Mr. Ginsler or something like that.
Hey, dude.
Yeah, hey, dude. But yeah, otherwise I thought it was pretty much okay. So maybe I'm just dumb.
I think it used the word ain't as well.
Oh, did it? Okay. Well,
I think so.
Ain't a word. I ain't going to use it. But
Ain't.
Check out our pinned, not tweet, whatever I'm trying to say, pinned comment in the chat tonight here, because we have the SEC link in there for you to submit your comments. You can do it anonymously. You don't have to put in your name. You don't have to put in your address. Don't worry about any of that. I put the IRS link in there too. I'll do that again here in a moment, but you can do both of those. But yeah, basically him just imploring people again. This has nothing to do. I mean, it does, but it's not solely to do with Hex, Pulse Chain, or anything like that. This is for crypto as a whole. There's all this important legislature that hasn't even been thought of yet, that they need to create rules on as this market gets, regulated, which is inevitable. So people actually submitting legitimate concerns. I mean, I can't imagine very many people, submitting comments on the other side of this. So people like us and real crypto people, which, who is more real crypto than real DeFi Pulse Chain, submitting these things is really important in how you impact change. So make sure you guys fill those out. But yeah, what do you think? I mean, RH, he started tweeting about this when there was about 40 days left or something, I want to say. But he's been really passionate about this. What do you make of his kind of barrage of tweets about this?
He understands that, the more people that get involved, the only way we can get involved at this point is to do this. They need to hear from the people. And it's amazing. I've seen a lot of people from other countries say, can we do this too? And, people are absolutely can. When the SEC kind of takes ownership or think that they govern the world, I think it's by all means that anybody should be submitting comments from anywhere, no matter where you are. The one I found interesting, it was Treasury Raid .lexpunk.army was an AI tool that you can kind of click your way through it. You don't have to come up with ideas yourselves, and you can, you look at the different topics that it gives. You can enter your own if you want, but it lists privacy, identity theft, confusing, too sudden, impact abroad, poorly defined terms. And then go from there, and you can set the tone and then what level of tone that you want. So you can kind of create a couple different versions and crank it up or back it off a little bit, depending on really what you say. And that's what I did. I submitted one about the poorly defined terms, because they've been so hesitant to define anything and give us any kind of ruling or just definitions of what is what. That's the most important thing, is the way that they don't really want to define anything, because I think they want to group it in later at some point where there's no clarity. So I think that's one of the most concerning things. The privacy and identity theft. Yeah, I mean, if people are collecting info, then that's a good way to get hacked. When you don't have it, you can't lose it. So Again, there's a lot of days left, but even just using one of these tools that are out there, you don't have to be very creative at all to get something sent out, and you can literally do it in under, I don't know, 2 or 3 minutes if you actually go back and thoroughly read what it wrote,
Right.
which I highly recommend, because as good as AI is, there's always going to be some mistakes. So just kind of proofread what it wrote, and make sure that it doesn't give an argument against what you're actually arguing for. So you know
Well, I liken it to, not that I ever did this, but I liken it to, if you were in college or something like this, and maybe you used Wikipedia, and I basically was Chat GPT in college. I mean, like, I don't know if you guys have experience with this, but, hopping on Wikipedia, maybe paraphrasing something, making it sound different enough. I mean, it's really not different than that. And in a way, I kind of invented AI, I feel. By doing that. But I mean, it is the same thing. You kind of look at what AI spit out, proofread it and everything,
Yep.
maybe tweak it a little bit here and there, whatever you want to do. But it's certainly helpful in things like this. So yeah, absolutely use it. Like to your point, Ewok. I mean, yeah, it's taken me 5 minutes or so. RH Max, what's up, man?
So,
It's taken me 5 minutes to submit some of this stuff. Just like you said, go around whatever is most important to you, like what point you want to really attack, and just go after it. What do you think about this site that somebody created as well? I had it up the other day. RH tweeted that out too. Just how and
that's what I
talk
was
about.
talking about.
Oh, okay, that's what you said. Okay, I didn't realize that was the
It's
actual
called
URL.
Treasury
Okay.
Raid, .lexpunk.army. Here, I'll post it in
There you go. Okay, that's why I didn't know. I had no idea that's what it was. So, here we go.
Yeah.
You got it in there?
Yep.
There you go. Okay. But yeah, so that, and then RH even referenced too. This was really cool to see. And hey, shout out, not that he needs it from us. I mean, he's the man, but Crypto Coffee has just been on another level right now. I mean, he's been putting stuff out every other day. It sounds like he got his Hex passive income course updated with like Pulse Chain stuff and everything, which we do have a referral link from back in the day if you guys want to check that out in the description. But he the other day made a great video showing exactly what you do, and I don't know what tool he used in it. I didn't see the whole thing. I don't know if he used that what are the is it like Claudio or something like that?
Claude.ai is what he uses. Yeah.
Okay, so but we've got that, we've got Bing, all these other tools. I know RH tweeted a couple other ones out the other day, but Coffee made that great resource, unbelievably well done. And then I think it was actually when you and I were hanging out the other night, Ewok, but I saw Richard retweeted it then and pointed it out. I mean, man, if you are Coffee, I mean, you have to feel really great about that. And he's just putting out a lot of really good stuff, whether it is kind of like DeFi for starters or something like that, like newbies into the ecosystem, or showing people how to do that. So that has been awesome. And again, Richard's just kind of leaving this as a layup for everybody. Like, he had a tweet the other day with like 4 picture boxes that had like examples of every single, anything you could ever want to write, basically. And again, I wouldn't just steal those out of there. I'd run it through AI your own way. But man, there's just all these resources to get it done right now. So what are we at? Down to 12 days, I think, to submit for these?
I believe 12 or 13 days. But, obviously you don't want to wait till the last one. And I think the one had expired, but they opened it back up. So,
Yes, for comments. Yeah.
That was the IRS one, I believe.
I actually think the SEC one was the one that they open back up. I'm going to go ahead and put the IRS link back in the chat again right now for everybody.
So on the 13th, Richard said you only have 17 days left. So that's been 5 days. So it looks like we're at 12 days.